Far, far away, surrounded by green hills and colorful blooms, there was a kingdom. Everyone called it the Kingdom of Flowers. If you walked in this kingdom, flowers would bloom beneath your feet. A sweet fragrance floated in the air, and as soon as the sun rose in the morning, the flowers would nod their heads in unison. But this beautiful kingdom had just one sorrow. The princess of the realm could not speak. The princess's name was Meera. She laughed, she cried, she understood everything, but not a single sound ever escaped her lips. When she was little, everyone thought it will be all right when she grows up. But even as she grew, Meera's voice did not return. The king and queen were heartbroken. Doctors came, magicians came, even fairies came, but no one could do anything. There was something strange about her. Whenever Meera felt sad, tears would fill her eyes, and wherever those tears fell, a new flower would bloom. Blue flowers, pink flowers, sometimes golden ones. When she was happy, the flowers beneath her feet would dance. People whispered, "The princess cannot speak, but the flowers speak for her." Everyone loved her, but no one knew just how lonely Meera was deep inside. She wanted to say, "I have stories too. I have words too. I have a voice too," inside. But she couldn't. At night, she would sit by the window and gaze at the moon. Silently, flowers would still bloom, but Meera's heart remained heavy. One day, in the royal garden, a little boy wandered in. He was a gardener's son. His name was Irin. Irin saw the princess sitting all alone. Everyone was afraid to approach her, but Irin was not. He said, "You don't speak, do you?" Meera shook her head. Irin smiled. "Sometimes I don't want to talk either. You can still be friends even when you're quiet." Suddenly, tiny white flowers bloomed right beside Meera. After that, Irin came often. He would talk, Meera would listen. He told stories of trees, of birds, of his mother. Meera said nothing, but the flowers would change. Irin understood. This flower meant laughter. This color meant sadness. This scent meant a question. He would say, "Even if you don't speak, I understand." Meera's eyes would mist over, and new flowers.
One year, a sudden drought fell upon the kingdom of flowers. The flowers began to wither. The fragrance vanished. The colors faded. The people grew terrified. The fairies said, "The princess's heart is too heavy. It is her sorrow that is wiping out the flowers." Everyone looked at Meera. Meera wept. She wanted to say, "It is not my fault," but she couldn't. That night, Irin came again. He said, "Just because you are silent does not mean you have no voice. That is a lie. You do have a voice. It is inside the flowers." Meera closed her eyes. All the words buried deep in her chest came rushing out at once, not as sounds, but as flowers. The whole kingdom was filled with color,
With fragrance, with light. The drought vanished. After that day, no one ever said again, "Silence means weakness." The king declared, "My daughter's voice is the most beautiful of all." And Meera, she still does not speak, but when she walks, the kingdom speaks. And in the kingdom of flowers, whenever a new flower blooms to this day, the people smile, for they know the princess wanted to say something. The kingdom of flowers had become colorful once again. The drought had passed. The fragrance returned to the air. But Princess Meera still could not speak. Everyone was happy, yet a question lingered in Meera's heart. Do I speak only for the kingdom? Can I not say anything for myself? One morning, Meera was walking in the garden. Suddenly, she noticed the flowers were not like they used to be today. Some were withering. Some were turning their faces away. The people of the kingdom said, "The flowers are no longer listening to the princess." Meera was terrified. She thought, "Am I doing something wrong again?" That night, an old fairy appeared. She said, "For so long you have spoken for everyone else. Now it is time to speak for yourself." Meera looked up with tears in her eyes. "But I cannot make a sound." The fairy smiled. "Sound is not the only voice, my child. The will is the voice." The next day, for the first time, Meera wished for something for herself. She touched a flower and thought, "Today I want a flower only for my own feelings." Suddenly, a new flower bloomed. It was not a rose, nor a lily, nor any flower known before. It was Meera's flower, filled with soft light, a peaceful fragrance. From then on, a new understanding came to the kingdom. No one else would speak for Meera. Just as Meera felt, so the flowers would bloom. The people learned, listening is not just about ears. Listening is about the heart. Irin now tends to the royal gardens. He stays by Meera's side. He says, "Even when you are silent, I have learned to hear you." Meera smiles. To this day, Meera does not speak, but she no longer suffers, for she knows her voice is not lost. It has simply changed. And in the kingdom of flowers, when a flower of a new color blooms, everyone knows this is not the end. It is the beginning of Meera's own story.